Welcome to KNR Tutorials, and today's topic is exceptions. Exception. What is exception? Exceptions are the runtime errors that occurs during the program execution. Basically, the program has two parts. Those are compilation and execution. Compilation and execution. These are the two parts in the program. Compilation means at the time of compilation we can rectify the errors of the syntactical errors and the logical errors. Syntactic errors and logical errors. These can be rectified at the time of compilation. And after that, at the execution time, sometimes we may occur the errors. And those errors are called as exceptions. Those errors called as exception errors, and we can say that those are the runtime errors. These are the runtime errors, and these example of the exceptions are the example of the runtime errors. We may get the windows of error messages. We may get the error messages. Those are the exceptions. Means at the runtime handling, means the errors can be handled by using the messages given to the user. Okay now, and these are the exceptions. And what are the reasons for the occurrence of exceptions? What are the reasons to occurrence of these type of errors? Here the mainly are division by zero condition. Here any number that can be divided by 0 is equal to 0, means there is no value for the division by 0. That's why these can leads to the exceptions. These can lead to the errors, runtime errors. And the next one is exceeding the bounds of an array. If I mention array is the size of 10, but I need to enter some value of 20 values to that array. 20 values to that array, means that is that also leads to the error, because there is a size only 10, but you are entering the 20 number of values. Means these are leads to the exceptions or the runtime errors. And the next one is running out of memory. When processing of your program or your task, and it needs some memory. That is, and it needs some 100 MB memory, but at the time of processing there is no such amount of memory. It has only some 50 MB memory. Means that is a running out of memory. The process needs the total memory, and if the process doesn't have the sufficient memory, those are leads to the errors. And here falling short of memory. At the time of copying one process to another, one place to another place, that needs a sufficient memory. And if you have the sufficient memory, then only we can perform the task. But if doesn't have the sufficient memory, then it leads to the exceptions. This also leads to the exceptions. And next, object initialization to impossible value. And the objects can be created for the classes only, but sometimes the objects can be created for some other purpose, but those also leads to the exceptions or the runtime errors. And these are the exceptions. And these exceptions can be divided into the two types. Those are synchronous exceptions and the asynchronous exceptions. And synchronous, how the synchronous exceptions can be divided? Here The synchronous exceptions can be in the two parts, that is array out of bound. Next one is overflow of memory. And these can lead to, these are the synchronous exceptions. And asynchronous exceptions are occurrence of events that are not under the program control, and these are the asynchronous exceptions. And here array out of bound memories and the overflow of memory can be the synchronous exceptions, and the asynchronous exceptions are occurrence of events that are not under the control of program execution. Okay na? And these are the two types of exceptions. Here in the C++ can handle the synchronous exceptions. Okay. Next, exception handling. And we seen that what is exception? An exception is a runtime error that at performing the program execution. The program execution time, when it occurs in a runtime error, that is called as a exception. And here in the C++ we can handle the exceptions of only synchronous exceptions, and the C++ exception handling mechanism that uses the three keywords. Those are try, throw and catch. These are the three keywords to handle the exceptions in the C++ programming. And here the block of statements that may throw exceptions are put inside the try block. Here we have the three types of keywords. Those are the try, throw and catch. And whatever the exceptions we may occur, and those type of block of statements are the set of statements can be put in a try block. Here we can use the try block section like this. And in the try block sections, we may has the set of statements. And these set of statements may be occur the exceptions, and when an exception is detected, and these can be have the exceptions or errors. And if the error is detected, and these errors can be thrown to the catch statement or catch block. These errors are, when the errors are detected, these can be thrown by the statement of throw statements. Or can be hand over to the catch block. And here when the error are detected, there is a throw statement. There is a throw statement. And these throw statements, throw exception, and these are here transferred to the next block, and the next block is catch block. Next block is catch block. Next block is catch block. Here when exception is detected, it is thrown using a throw statement in the try block. In the try block only we can expect the errors, and when the error is detected, then these are thrown to the throw statements by the throw statements, and when we handed over to the catch block, and the throw statements are caught and handled in the catch block. Whatever the statements thrown by the throw, and those are handled in the catch block. These are handled in the catch block here. And when the try block throws an exceptions, then the program control leaves the try block and moves to the catch block. And exceptions are here. The exceptions are nothing but the objects. Exceptions are nothing but the objects that are used to transmit the information about the problem. Transmit the information about the problem. Here in that program, the program may have some insufficient or the incorrect informations. Then only it can rectifies or it can detects the errors, and these errors can be rectified in the form of messages. We can say that error messages, and these are the exceptions handling. When the try block is detects the errors, and these can be thrown by the throw statements, and these can be handled in the catch block. The catch block can handle the errors like division by zero error, or zero an exception, or running out of memory exception, or falling short of memory exceptions. In that we've seen that 5 types of exceptions. In that any one of the type of exception can be given to your user, and we can say that simply let us take an example. If you went to the ATM center, you are inserted your card, debit card, and you have entered some pin also, and at the time of when you are entered the wrong pin, then it will shows you as you are entered a wrong pin, and that type of message is a exception message. Or we can say that runtime errors. The runtime errors can only handled by reprocessing of the program. Reprocessing or once again you need to perform the operation, and that is the exception handling mechanism.